I'd say I think unless you have rock, I think it's pretty hard for Kragg mostly to get around and clear Sylvanos flowers. Because he's one of the slower characters in the game. And do not get me wrong, all the characters are fast in this game. Even the slowest characters in this game can absolutely zoom.
That'd be interesting because Kragg does have like rock and rock shards that could potentially clear flowers,
Yeah,
I think. But it's not. You don't always just want to like. That's not something you want to burn on something like so small.
yeah.
That being said, you know, Kragg does have some insanely good edge guarding, so clearing flowers, in my opinion, is usually just to weaken Sylve's recovery, and Kragg in general might not really need to do that. Definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of approach Outkast takes here. But I think Sylve's definitely becoming a bit more of a common character recently. A lot of the top representatives of the character aren't really playing him as much anymore. But there's been a whole new wave of Sylves like Brunchen feels good playing the character, so knowing the matchup is still super important nowadays.
Sylve is definitely, I think, one of the rare characters in in this roster.
He can feel that way, but at least in NA, there's a lot of Sylves doing some really good work right now.
Good parry.
Outkast not gonna try to let another one take him down. Taking the first stock off of MuttNut, who doesn't really enter a lot of tournaments from what I see. I think he enters like the hunts, but not really most of Recess's tournaments. Pretty solid player that just doesn't have a lot of results. Yeah, there we go. That's strong. Evening out the game a little bit. One of the things that makes this matchup kind of tricky for Sylve, though, is that, like, when the percents are even, Sylve's kind of at a disadvantage, because Kragg can kill Sylve way easier than Sylve can kill Kragg. Very easy for stocks in this matchup to just take forever.
I can see that for sure.
So, I mean, yeah, like, if this goes to last stock, you know, this, like, 30% lead could definitely turn into, like, a 60-70% lead for Outkast, if MuttNut doesn't play his cards right. Here we go, double up there. MuttNut's really gonna have to find a way to take this stock as soon as he can.
All of the damage. The damage through this super armor. Like between a rock and a hard place. Like,
just a little bit, yeah. Missing the fair. But Outkast still sitting really pretty. It's like I said earlier, I mean, that lead can absolutely skyrocket now. You know, Outkast on his last stock, but 146% ahead of MuttNut. Well, these characters are pretty similar weights, so...
Really? I didn't know Sylvanos was that heavy.
He's a little lighter than Kragg, but still definitely on the heavier side of the roster.
Oh. Huh, good to know.
So, Outkast taking game one pretty comfortably. I mean, Mutt definitely wasn't doing bad by any means, but letting the Kragg live to 170 just spells disaster. Game 2 is gonna be on Treetop, sorry, which is... I'm not really sure how to feel about this pick, honestly. Solid stage for Sylve, but Kragg is just so good here. Gonna be really hard for Sylve to get anything set up, I think. We'll see how it goes, though. Yeah, not there to sneak back on stage. That's one thing that Sylve is really good at.
You stuck with the rock. Okay. He definitely could have gotten more off that, but I think he just missed. But getting stuck with the rock sucks so bad.
Cool. But hard committing to that tech out read and not going to be able to find it. but does still have the percent lead. This is looking like a much better game already. Finds bear number 1, but Outkast speeding right through, and the fair is going to take stock number 1.
Wow.
Attack, gonna get the tower spot. MuttNut using a lot of bear to try and just keep Outkast stuck in the corner.
Sure. And it's good especially against just, because we've already seen it. It's not too committal against the armored side B, because you're just enough out of the way. And that had to have been a simpler. That was just kind of sad. Oh, I've never seen that before. Good crouch cancel. That's hard to do with the move as fast as Kragg Pillar.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a you have to know thing. Or you have to be godlike. It's one of the two.
That or just have to be like expecting it, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, the pop boost fair gonna be taking out. But Outkast going up to the O right now.
Outkast is looking strong.
I mean, Mutt's definitely not looking bad either, but you know, Outkast, I mean, popping off recently a lot of the brackets he's played in. Good delay there, beating out the parry from Mutt. And let's see, putting Mutt off stage, no flowers, so grass is going to be staying up. And yeah, that'll be the first stock.
Wow.
Okay. No tag. That's super unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Outkast is really wiped it.
Okay, able to match parry there. And I think Outkast kind of starting to run away with this game. Definitely wants to make this just a quick 3-0. Good air dodge from Mutt. Hang on. Still in the game, but this much of a deficit would be absolutely insane to come back.
For sure.
Wow. Keep killing even without the Galaxy. And Outkast moving on to Winners Finals to fight Tricky.
Man.
All showing from Mutt is going to be dropping down to losers, I believe. facing off against Triforce. But up first, we have Wimby and Penguin. Penguin is going like half random.